Alright guys, this is an abbreviated recount of what happened in turn 2 and setting up for turn 3, so you guys don't have to sit through the long video if you don't want to. Prussians have made advances, taken a few casualties. Looks like they've lost now after 2 turns a total of 2.5 units, 1 cavalry stand. Not too bad though, actually, considering. We'll come back to that. But they've made it fairly close, and as you can see here, a couple of cavalry units have made it all the way up to the French lines. So, right about turn 3, turn 4, somewhere in between there, things should really start getting interesting. Definitely turn 4. Turn 3, we still have a lot more movement to do, it looks like. Which is going to eat up a lot of the Prussian actions unless they roll their spin checks. A couple of things that I added. I tried to balance these spin checks a little better this go around. And I also added what I've called LAMs, leader activation modifiers, and each leader has a little number which can be siphoned off and used as points to up or lower a die roll for attacking, being attacked, and morale checks, rally attempts, etc. Worked out kind of nice as well. French holding steady, nothing wrong with them. No casualties as of yet. Prussians have been advancing, so they haven't had much time to fire, but that should all change soon enough. We've got quite a bit of infantry on the right flank. Now we got a real thick smattering of Prussian landward cavalry here, trying to figure out what the hell they want to do. They thought they were going to advance and pass their spin checks, but didn't quite make it as far as they wanted to, which means opening round to turn 3, they're going to get lit up. Probably the same for these guys here. Now, opening round to turn 3, this artillery unit will have to spend an action to remove this disorder marker, so they won't be able to fire right out of the gate, which is good for that Prussian landward cavalry unit. The other thing that is of significance is end of turn 2, start of turn 3, we now see finally some French reinforcements. We've got artillery and cavalry here that will make their way to the field, but that's a drop in the bucket compared to all of this stuff lined up as reinforcements on turn 3. So these are all columns of Prussians here. Where's my finger? All the way going those guys as well, all the way down across the whole width of the table. Reinforcements moving up. So even if these guys do get churned up and thrown through the meat grinder a bit, not to worry, we've got all of this stuff advancing. And then on turn 5, the French catch a break with some guards. So if these guys are waiting in advance on turn 5. And actually, I ran out of physical Prussian cavalry and artillery to place on the table, so we actually still have this 1, 2, 3, 4 units of artillery and 2 units of cavalry that haven't been able to be placed. So I figure once I take Prussian casualties and I can fill those out, I'll bring those on. So a lot going on. Again, French holding on, but they haven't really had to be subject to much Prussian fire as of yet. So there's your recap of turn 2 and setup of turn 3. The table's really looking filled out. This is awesome. A hell of a battle going on here, but it's all playing fluidly and nice, which just tickles my fancy. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Comments, questions, suggestions, etc. And I'll see you on turn 3.